Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl here to bring you another reading for Aquarius. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me, keeping me safe. Aquarius, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, but most of all for showing up. Aquarius. I had to, well, I don't know if you listen to Sagittarius read at all, but it's just, I had an issue with my listing, and for the full moon, I was saying that it was in Capricorn, and that is true if you are following the Western astrology, but my notes are taken from the Vedic astrology because I see things on a different perspective with our hangman. Aquarius, I feel I can talk to you like this in that I integrate because you are there for the masses. You integrate, you see different perspective. You may even be seeking a different perspective. Again, this is where the full moon is in Aquarius, but I was saying it was in Capricorn. It is true, depending on what philosophy you follow. If you're following Western or if you're following Eastern, it would be that it is in Aquarius. The moon is moving into Pisces, has moved into Pisces, according to Western astrology. Oh, I am apologizing, Aquarius. I am healing too. You are healing. We are all healing from something. It is a question of not trusting. We're not trusting others. We're not trusting others with money or with our money. Wanting to make an offer or follow what you love, seeing a different perspective in making an offer to someone who may not trust you, or you may be receiving an offer from someone you don't trust. Again, it is about healing a relationship. Someone is hesitant, someone is holding back, or someone is really looking into the value of a relationship, and if it is that it can be healed. Again, taking on a whole new perspective. With that Ace of Swords showing, and then we have the Page of Swords showing, so we're hesitant and we want the truth, or we want more truth. With that Page of Swords, we're seeking out certain truth, but we are victorious, or we will be victorious. And again, this is a timeless read, so your victory may have already come for some of you, and you are getting that confirmation here. Aquarius, the moon is fluctuating. The moon is in the full moon stage. Again, I was going to talk about the Lionsgate back on the 8th of January, the 8th of August, 2 days ago. Today is the 10th. I would have done this read on the 8th, but circumstances would not allow. We are looking at disappointments. We are calculating our maneuvers with how we have dealt with certain people, which has brought disappointment either to us or to them. We are looking at different ways of communication. We're looking at ways of how we can heal. We're really paying attention to what took place and how we view it now in present day as what it was, and what it makes us, what churns up inside of us now. We have a plan, or we have a plan. The plan is to follow through. The plan is still the same. Your plans haven't seemed to change, but your perspective is changing. Again, perspective seems to be on the table today, as well as intuition, and that following our intuition, but working through emotions, what we feel about the past, about the disappointments that maybe we were disappointed. Keep saying the we here. Collectively, it is on the collective. It is a general read, Aquarius. The moon seems to show itself, as well as the lovers, and what we have under here, our high priestess. So really following the intuition and understanding, or seeking that understanding. Because it's the Ace of Swords there is wanting more information or questioning information. Really learning something new, or wanting to learn something new for some. I mean, this is an August read, so I always say that it's not just for August, it's when I'm doing the reading in August. It's a timeless read, so it's really when you get to this reading, that whether it's in August or not, it reflects into your life in that moment that you pick it up. And of course, the Eight of Wands with the Page of Pentacles is that focus on studying more, gaining more, moving for some, traveling, long distance even, changing where you live. Again, changing the perspective is where we focus on what we want change, and following that intuition in the sense where I follow what I really want to do, that Page of Cups. I put my mind into, my money into that Page of Pentacles. Don't know why I'm thinking I saw the Page of Pentacles. Did we? Page of Swords and Page of Cups is what I do remember seeing. Page of Pentacles I don't remember seeing. But I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Two of Cups with our Queen. So seeking out a commitment, or really focusing on that commitment, wanting to have a commitment, ready for commitment. Ten of Pentacles says that you are manifesting through your legacy, working with what you have, using what you have, and making something more come from what you have. Again, that High Priestess, it is, the intuition is very high, very, very high. And I'm not surprised, because the readings that I did, the last couple of readings I did, the Oracle card coming from Adriana Ayales' Herbal Astrology is just that we're reaching for higher knowledge, higher consciousness. And being that we had the portal open with the Lion's Gate just 2 days ago, when I do this read on the 10th, it is to say that what you manifest, it will come to you if you are humble and honest with what you really want. Nine of Swords is indicating that it's been difficult for you, Aquarius. You've been going through mental blockages, or you've been dealing with a lot of mental difficulty, with decision making, maybe that you're not sure about certain things, or bits of information has confused you, and you're trying to work through, or you're really worried about change. You're really worried about the fact that you want to move somewhere else, you want to go somewhere else, you're reaching for higher, but you're worried. There's a lack of confidence in that. With the Nine of Swords and our High Priestess, we need to calm down a little bit there. And I say it like that because It's erratic thinking, a lot of second guessing, a lot of ifs, if this and if that, and no, calm down. Take a moment to just allow whatever it is that's disturbing you, ponder it, but let it go, in the sense where I cannot change it, then I must accept it. And in accepting, it is released. Justice with the Queen of Pentacles. Changes are coming that will bring into your favor. You will receive. If it is that you're worried about your finances, be a little more patient with your finances. Be a little more patient with your ability to bring in, because you are doing your best. If you know that you are, then you have to allow Spirit to do the rest. And justice is coming your way if it is that you are concerned about endeavors that you have invested in and you're waiting for something to come back to you. It is in divine timing. It is a matter of when, not if it is that you have done the work. Aquarius, it seems rather choppy, the energy. Again, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, but most of all for showing up. And I'm using the Stained Glass Tarot by James Edward. Again, I mentioned just shortly ago. My words are just all over the place. I already mentioned that I'm using Adriana Ayales' Herbal Astrology Oracle. And that is for healing on a mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, physiological level. Here we have the 13, the Death. It's interesting that this be the first card to pull on the read, when in Sagittarius's read it was the last card of the deck, which is quite intriguing, that you are both, as signs go, going through a fundamental change, where Sagittarius is an overall theme. It was for that read, and if just out of curiosity you want to listen to it, you'll see what I mean. And your reading, it is you coming forward with change. Again, that change of perspective, or changing the perspective, being held back and being put through a certain turmoil of worry. That Nine of Swords was to keep you in check. Spirit is working with you, through you, for you. You are going through a change. It is a deep-seated change. This is where you don't just change your shirt, you change your outlook on life. You change your career even. All of a sudden, you're not interested in all the things that you were interested for years. You're just not interested anymore. You want something different. You see a deeper sense of meaning in what you have done, or what you do, or what you believe. Aquarius. It is without fear that we approach this card. There's nothing to fear, because it is change. It's not someone dropping dead on the spot. No, tarot doesn't work like that. You need a few other cards to say there is a death. Here, the death is within the self. It is in the mind. It is in the philosophy that you follow. You're changing. You've grown. You've outgrown something that you have changed. The Truth. Oh boy. Let me have a sip of coffee here. You know, I feel a strong sense of Uranus, because it keeps coming like a hit. Every card that I've turned was like a hit. the challenge, because it's the Celtic cross that I'm using. I don't think I mentioned that, but it's been the Celtic cross for a while, and yes, I will change. It's not that I don't like it. I really like it, and that's because I know I need to change. So I don't want to get too attached to anything. Again, that philosophical connection to your energy is where I say what I say. It's coming deep. It's coming from deep within. And this ace is the truth. And I feel like it goes deep, 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 deep within, where you are living your truth. You are challenged to live your truth. You're challenged to take up that sword and wield it. Aquarius, I've been waiting to do this reading, and I see why now, because you have everything in your favor. That Justice card is coming true here with the two aces. You have the truth. You have that desire for building something new. That plan that you've had, maybe wanting to change it, maybe that it's wanting to live it now, wanting to build it, that it was on paper, now you want to bring it into reality. You're ready to show the world who you are. We got two cards. So we have the Chariot, where it was difficult in the past, but you had the will, the desire, and you're following through. You followed with that. This is why you come to change now. You've carried on, and you've made amends with someone. You've made amends with people. You've learned something about family. It's what's making you change. Maybe you've reconciled. Maybe you've let go of certain demons, and now you come to realize, I feel it more of knowledge. It feels like, you know what we've been taught growing up? It's like you've come to realize you don't believe in that, or you've changed because of what you've been taught. And this is close to family more than anything, or people you consider to be family. It could be in the reverse, where you have turned away from family or people that you would have considered to be family to become you, a new you. You've changed because of family. That it's not the positive that's making you change, but the negative within the family is making you say, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to live like that. I don't believe in that. I believe something else now. Or family is over for you. Some of us are walking away from what we know as family for all kinds of different reasons, and it's taken everything in you to pull away and start new, something new, wanting a new beginning, taking what you hold dear and stepping out into a new existence, a new era for you, a whole new philosophy on what I believe is what I believe in is what is going to drive you now, because you're holding on to truth. You're going with the truth. You're being tested with the truth. The truth is coming to you. What will you do with it? And it's undeniable truth. It's not something you can dispute. It is the truth, the one and only truth. Something that's undeniable is coming to you. And again, it is because of a connection in the past, or with people, certain individuals in the past, that has brought you this truth, or is bringing you this truth. Here you are looking at the future, and yes, you have a plan. It is an idea that sprouts in your mind, and you want to grow. It could be a business, it could be a marriage, it could be a whole new contract for life. Babies even. Knowing that you're pregnant, and you're keeping that information for some, but you know that it's going to change your life, whatever it is. Again, pregnancy for some, and just, I believe in something different for others. I have come to the end of whatever it is that has taken me so long, and now I want to change. Drastic change. Your life is changing. The plan, it's a slow growth, it's a slow process. The future, the lovers, the choice. You've made a choice. This is why you're here with the 13, because you made the choice. You're committed to the cause, whatever that cause is. Whether for some it's a pregnancy, I'm going to raise my child alone, and I'm able to do so. Keeping that truth. 10 of Swords, someone wants to bring you that truth. Someone wants to confess. Someone wants to tell all. Or someone wants to, or someone has been betrayed. Something has come to an end for someone. They see the end with you, maybe. Maybe they have betrayed you. You found out who it is. You know who has betrayed you, or you know of the betrayals. It's either coming to you, again, the truth. From all the 10 swords here, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Or they are in the midst of betrayal. They are finding out of the betrayal, or they are betraying. They're in the process of getting all that news of betrayal, or they're in the process of betraying. So it's that you know who it is. This is outside of you. Either they know all the truth, they have all the truth, or they are betraying. Or they have been betrayed. That hesitation here, protecting the heart, fear of moving forward, fear of talking about certain truths. Again, talking about disappointments here. Talking. Someone is, the fear is in that you or they or both of you will hold back, not want. The hesitation is, it's rich and thick here, but the desire is to do so, to hold back. Again, we saw the 4 of Pentacles. We're not trusting. The desire is to be more discerning, being able to suss out or pick out or just identify through logic. Again, the test here, the challenge here, the fear, what is it that you have to face? It is to speak the truth, speak your truth. With that Ace. Not hold back. Really make a decision. Say, I want this, and come forward with it. That is your desire. The deepest desire is to say, I want this, I want to do this, but you see, the hesitation is the fear. It's quite strong. It's quite powerful. It's crippling. But you are changing. You must overcome that fear, Aquarius, to speak. Again, you will speak because you have the Four of Swords here as the final outcome. And together it makes the Six. So the Six of Swords is taking that leap forward to a peaceful, logical outcome. Again, speaking the truth, knowing all the truth. Someone is, I would say that the person that you may be dealing with, they already know, or they are overcoming it. Like they already know and they will overcome it, or when they find out, they will overcome. When you talk to them, they will be okay, because they really just want the truth. This is the truth, all the truth coming up. And once you get to that level of this is the truth, and they get that truth, then it will be in a positive, because then the Ace becomes the Ten of Swords becomes the Ace, which is victory, having that victory, going forward, healing conversation, having that positive outcome, because that's what this is. The Four of Swords, it's a positive outcome. Really thinking about what you want and not backing down. You see, they're committed. You are committed. Your commitment is a real commitment. You want something to start. You want something new. You want to birth a new idea. You want to have a baby. You want to do something that is building up of a legacy here, making a family. And not everybody is going to have a baby, and not everybody wants to have a family. I'm just saying, as it resonates to you, this is a birthing, it is a new beginning, it is what is on your mind, is what you are vying for. You want to start something. You are hesitating, because probably who you want to build something with, you fear that they will not want. But that is where your confidence will bring you, if you follow through to the end of this read, that it will be a positive. And the Six of Pentacles is where reciprocity comes in. Giving back. Again, the Nine of Swords. Lots of worry. Feeling like I can't. They won't accept me. Yes, they will accept you. And it's not just because I'm saying that. It's because it's karmic that you go through what you go through. It's karmic justice that you dig deep enough and see that you need to change something about you. It is karmic justice that you get to go and have this communication, and that you fear, and that you face your fear. Seven of Wands, you stand up to what is frightening you. You stand up to it and you say, yeah, you know what? What's the worst thing that could happen? Well, they could just say, I don't want. When you place that offer to your queen, she is independent. She's determined. And if it is that you want to make that offer, and it's to a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, she is like following her intuition, and she'll be happy. Look at that. 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, coming into an ending up of a cycle. It's getting just desserts. It's justice. It's a second chance. It's having that wisdom and moving on, having that communication, and having that truthful communication, and talking about the future and moving forward, dealing with moving, and saying, I want to move, I want to go forward, I want to do this, I want to do that. there's that satisfactory. See, it's and having that connection, reconnecting, being satisfied, and being able to reconnect and see a different perspective. It's a beautiful reading for Aquarius, because Aquarius, it shows here that there's a great fear. That hesitation, it's a great fear. But it will be met with open arms. It will be met with innovation, determination, tenacity even. She might be angry. I say she because it's the Queen of Wands. She's determined, but she's open to go. She's an adventurer. She'll be happy to say, okay, let's take a trip. Let's go. Let's do this. She's spontaneous. That meeting, see here, she's using her intuition more than anything, huh? She's very serious from what I see here. She's very focused on what she wants. That coming up to her with an offer, you know, really pressuring, putting that offer in, making that step, putting that effort to make that step, and projecting that offer to her. She is using her intuition to suss out if it is true or not true, and in doing so, a second chance comes. You see? So you will have, and lessons learned from the past is where that second chance is allowed to happen. Mastery, and having that real conversation about what is you really want, and being on your own, and, you know, just being satisfied, knowing that you're protected, and protecting that friendship. And I'm stopping at the Hangman because it's far enough in to say that it's a positive. It is a positive. It was positive before we even began the reading. It was positive. But your fear is what is holding you back. I see what and it's just that you be afraid. It is just that you face your fear. Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity, where you have to give or where you have to receive, it will happen. What is the oracle message for Aquarius? Thank you, Spirit. The Philosophin. It's funny, these cards are repeating because I saw this in another reading I did. I don't remember which one now. Could be last month. I don't know. But it's the commune. It's where I see the little nymphs, fairies. They have their own little commune going on, and I remember saying that they're running around making trouble. But it's not, I don't see the negativity in here. What I see is the fear to talk. That's what I see in this read. Take it as it resonates. You are changing. You are opening up yourself to coming back into a group or the public even. Because you've put yourself away, you've put yourself to the side. And that is to heal. That is to take in whatever it is that you had to experience to now bring you to change. Something with community here in the past. Either it was third-party situations, family members creating third-party situations, friends, work. It is emotional, so it is touching. It is touching on what family really is to you, or the way to behave around people. You are changing that. The way you behaved has something in that has changed you, or the way someone behaved with you has changed you. 49, let's see what that is. Communing with the sacred, connecting to otherworldly energy, remote viewing, regeneration through union, coming together with a tribe, finding cosmic family. You see, it's being able to connect and decide, okay, I want to be with this person, or I want to be with you, or I've overcome something that hurt me through my family, and now I want to set out and become family again. I want to start my family. You take it as it resonates. Okay, so this goes back like 10,000 years ago, from the Mesoamerican cultures such as the Olmec, the Zapotec, the Maya, and Aztec have used psilocybin in rituals for over 10,000 years. The Aztec referred to psilocybin mushrooms as Tionandatkal, meaning flesh of the gods, in Nahuatl. They believe Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent and creator deity, placed the mushrooms on earth as gifts. So God, as their God, gave the mushrooms to us as a gift. These sacred vision-inducing mushrooms were and are revered by indigenous peoples as a gateway to the realm of gods, and a way to receive deep spiritual insight and inspiration. So could it be that you have received through the portal, even prior to the portal opening up for the Lion's Gate, that you have received something, downloads, or just the reckoning with what you've been through? You have allowed yourself to open up and receive that connection from Spirit, God, that you can open up now and be inspired. When Spanish missionaries recorded these practices, they deemed the ceremonies to be devil worship. Maria Sabina, a renowned Mazatec curandera, held all-night mushroom veladas, or ceremonies, while in a deep trance state, to commune with God and heal the sick. So maybe you prayed and God has given you something that you prayed for, and because of the change, or having received your prayers answered, you have changed. It has changed you, and it could be anything from as tiny as a rice grain or a mustard seed, like we say in the Bible, to as huge as the mountains. That you've come to understand something, because this is change from within. This is, like I said, changing philosophy, understanding, remembering, believing or non-believing, or going through something seriously drastic, life and death situations even, where you've come through and you say, oh my gosh, because I have come through, I can change now, or I believe differently now. When she was 7 years old, she discovered the magical effects of the mushrooms. She ate them and found herself in a realm with lots of children who talked to her and played with her. Maria would hear a beautiful supernatural voice that would direct her healing, explain the nature of life, and teach her the language she spoke during the veladas. She called herself the interpreter, the one who reads the sacred spirit language and transcribes it for others. Modern day research shows that psilocybin produces substantial improvements in anxiety and depression symptoms, increasing a sense of well-being and overall quality of life. So again, you're going through that change, which is going to bring you to the victory, because you're going to face your fear of hesitation. It's a question of walking through the portal, the doorway, which you probably already did because you were asking for it. The plan is moving slowly. It is on track. You're keeping to your plan. You're sticking to what you really want, and that is everything, because you have the will to do so. The guidance here is Los Niños Santos. That is what she called the small children, the blessed children have come to you. I know I read it, but I don't remember reading it. Holy children, okay. She was there. She called the mushrooms Niños Santos, or holy children, because they came to her as children. So Los Niños Santos have come to tell you that you have arrived at your place of power. They are beacons of light on earth and offer psychic healing on a collective level. Los Niños Santos are asking you to tune in and commune with the ancestors and powers that be to further develop your power. Psilocybin floods our body with light codes, loosening the knots we've volunteered to protect through the journey of life. Don't resist the profound teachings. Relax into higher mind as you commune with its loving awareness. As you find home within, commune with others and experiences that support you. Connect to nature and to the extensive community of energies that are lovingly there, awaiting your conscious arrival. Commune with the spirits and channel the wisdom provided with sure-footed spontaneity. Again, with the Queen of Wands, there's that spontaneity, there's that wanting to step forward and take on. You see, that desire, wanting to reach forward. Again, he has a lot of fear in him, man. This Knight of Cups, he's been hurt. He's been hurt. And if it is that you, Aquarius, you're reaching for, I want to be in a relationship, because it's coming from there. I want to be in a relationship with a particular person, but I'm hesitating to reach forward and speak to them. Well, Spirit is saying that you are protected. Number one, you're very, very protected, because you're moving through change and you're doing it willingly. You're not fighting it. And this again is Spirit is guiding you. You're feeling called to speak to a particular person. You're feeling called to reach out, but you're hesitating. You're fearful that the person or persons, depending on your situation, would reject you. You're worried. You're worried that they're not going to be happy because of a betrayal, or they're going to know about the betrayal, or you know that they do know, or you're worried, just worried. It's the human in you. You're worried. But it's going to come to a beautiful end. You're going to have the happiness. You're going to put down the burden. This legacy here is what you're vying for. And you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Sorry. Second chance. Second chance is on the table for you. Coming past or getting past what you thought was no good. You've learned the lesson. Judgment says that you have achieved the goal, the 20. You see, the 20, the world card. Just desserts. You've completed the course. You have done so, and you have learned the lesson. This is why you are changing, and then you will move on. And you will have what you need, and you will be able to reconcile. You'll be able to speak to that person from the past, or those people from the past, and make amends if that is it, because it's a conversation that you're going to have, and then that conversation will reinforce and bring you to commune, bring you to feel but like you belong again, because that's what you want overall, deep down inside. You want to feel that connection. And on that note, Aquarius, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.